It's so nice to count money if it's brand new. I would just like to remind you to exchange your old bills with the new bills before the end of the year because it would lose its value and it will be demonetized. This is a friendly reminder from MoneyWise.
Earlier, we got to know the basic facts about the salary and financial status of teacher Charmaine.
And for us to know better if she's really qualified to really acquire a condominium unit of her own, we also have with us today a real estate expert, Mr. Raeyan Basa of Megamax Global. Welcome to our show, Mr. Basa.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Basa.
Yes.
What are the normal requirements for a person who's interested to buy a unit?
The basic requirement would be they have to be of legal age, of course, and they have to have a job that is held down, something steady that gives them steady pay.
Like for example, our case right now, Charmaine, she's interested to acquire a 2 million pesos property somewhere in Pasig. She can only give at least 10,000 pesos on a monthly basis.
Okay, so given that she's willing to shell out 10,000 pesos from her income, will she be able to acquire a unit?
A 10,000 monthly is a bit of a challenge. It will depend on the location, pero there are some that offer that much for a rent-to-own status. No? She should just map it out a little bit wider and longer, no? A little bit of more foresight. Minsan hindi mo naiisip na the payment will change.
Yes.
Hindi mo naiisip yun. You get attracted with the smaller amounts during pre-selling or during the first stage. You don't think about what's coming.
Let's talk about the worst case scenario.
Yes.
What if she cannot anymore afford to pay the monthly? Are there any other payment options or institution that can really help her to pay off the remaining balance?
If you're having problems with the bank, you can always go back to the developer. They have a number of these schemes. It really depends on the developers.
Okay.
Or you can also go to the government.
Yes.
They can help you with a bank loan. It is they have lighter schemes there.
Under what government agency?
It's Pag-ibig. Pag-ibig can help you with longer stretches and good interest rates also.
Normally, like for example, banks can give you a maximum of I think 10 years. Is that right?
I believe they go up to 15 now.
15. But in Pag-ibig, from what I've heard, they can go longer.
Even up to 25 years.
25 years. So that will also help Charmaine to stretch her money.
Charmaine, any questions for Mr. Basa?
Anong klaseng condo unit po ang pwede niyong ma-recommend sa akin?
Charmaine, siguro ang may recommend ko is a studio. This is for one person, essentially, no, a single person, a small studio. Siguro not much on the high-end areas para hindi masyado mabigat. With what you mentioned as our savings, maybe it's not yet enough because what we really need is a small down payment to ensure that she gets enough equity for the bank loan. Because you would have to have an equity of 20% before you move into the bank loan. So my recommendation maybe is to wait a few months, no, get that job down first, then wait a few months, and then wait for the right deal to come along. When you have enough maybe to pay around 2 to 3% of the total contract price and the reservation fee, then it's time to really think seriously about the investment.
Charmaine, what can you say?
Thank you po, Mr. Raeyan, for the pieces of advice. I will consider your recommendations.
If you plan to buy a condo unit but lack the capability just like Charmaine, there's still hope and good news for you. You might want to consider to take a home loan.
The Security Bank home loan application process is as easy as going to our branch and inquiring about it.
The requirements are very basic. You just need to submit your latest ITR or your BIR Form 2316, your latest employment certificate, or 3 months pay slips. For self-employed applicants, meaning you are in business, we just need you to submit your latest ITR and your audited financial statements and your bank statements for 3 months.
But more than that, your home loan application can even start with a click of a button.
If you have already picked out the property that you wish to purchase, you can actually check if you're eligible for a loan by going to our website. Our home loan application form actually has guide questions that will let you know if you are eligible for a home loan.
And once you have verified that you may apply for a Security Bank home loan,
you need to know the amount of your loan amortization. How do you do this? We have a home loan calculator which will give you an estimate of the home loan amortization for your desired loan amount. You also need to consider other charges for your loan. These include mortgage registration fees, insurances, and other processing fees. You need to provide a budget for this as well.
Security Bank is accredited with the country's top real estate developers.
If you are getting the units from top developers, the financing will be faster and easier. You also need to check on the down payment because banks do not finance 100% of the selling price of the property. So you have to be ready to bring out some equity for that investment. For OFWs, we qualify them as either being locally hired, meaning they have a local manning agency, or directly hired abroad. If they are locally hired, we tag them as like regular employed applicants. And then if they are directly hired from abroad, they either submit their contract, their latest employment certificate, or their pay slips for 3 months.
If you are at least 21 years old and not more than 65 years old, earning a gross family income of 50,000 pesos per month, you are sure to qualify for a Security Bank home loan.
If using your income alone will not qualify you for the home loan. However, you can bring in a co-borrower. This can either be your parent, a sibling, or somebody related to you who can add to that income to bring it up to 50,000. With a minimum income of 50,000, and let's assume a term of 15 years to pay off that loan, and our lowest interest rate of 5.25 per annum fixed for 1 year, you can actually borrow around 2.5 million. Once you've considered all of this, you can actually start your home loan application with Security Bank. Now you are one step closer to owning your dream home.